Right, I've drawn a little picture, pop some little houses and stuff in. I think I will go around them. There, that's just for my sky. That'll do. Right, that's my sky sorted. Then I've got a bit of raw sienna. There's not much, just a little bit. A little tiny bit in there like that. That's probably enough. And then I'm even going to blend that in a bit with this damp brush because it's not much of that at all. Tiny little bit. That's it. There. Hopefully my paper's staying wet. Right, give that a dip. Go into some, what shall I have? A bit of cerulean blue, I think. A little bit. Just a little bit. Same again. I think I'll pop a little bit in. It's going to keep my paper wet, so I've got my wet brush. I'm thinking, you know what, I'm going to turn this upside down because I can see my paper's drying at the top. So I'm going to turn it upside down just so my water comes down this way. You just see it drying in there a little bit. Right, now I'm going to turn it back now. I just want, oh yeah, there, that's better. There, turn it back now. I only want a little, don't want a lot of this in. So I'm going to come in little bits like that and then I'm going to blend and soften. There, little tiny bits. I don't like that. There's a lump in there. See that lump there of blue? Just in there. That's we're using cheap paint because I'm using kids quality paint. So when you do that, you sometimes get little lumps in there. Look, it's on this brush. Right, so there's a lump of paint in this brush, so I'll wash it out. But then when your paint goes in lumps like that, that's because it's kids quality. Sometimes get that, but it's cheap. But better with something better if you can afford it. Woo! Drop my brush is on the floor now. Right. Got to go fast because I've got to keep this paper wet. Down here. There, I'm liking that. That's nice. Right, now I'm going to mix up now cerulean blue, but I'm going to add a little bit of red to it to take it slightly purple. See what that looks like. It's going to be the same again. I need my paper to stay moist. I don't know what this is like. Try a little spray of that stuff. There. Put a little spray of water on. Right, so let's try this now. There's a big piece in here. Down there like that. That's nice. Damp brush. Blend it, soften it in. There, that's pretty nice, I think. Well, seems to be a bit in here. Like that. Same again. Blend and soften. Blend and soften. Blending and softening, blending and softening. There we are. Thing. that done. Just soften that bit out there. There. Well, that'll do. Get drier on that so it don't start moving around. Nice slow soft heat. Take that clip off. Nice low soft heat, so don't lift it out too much. I don't want to be blowing the paint around, I want it to stay where it is. That's why I'm drying it slowly. It hasn't even got to be bone dry, just dry enough so it stops moving about. And that'll do me. That'll do. Right, now then. Tiny bit more water on my brush. Down into a bit of there. Right, there's some distant hills in here, so I'm going to pop them in. So it sort of comes up about there, up there, and there, about like that. It's down there. Into here. About there. It does get a little bit of, let's say about there, something like that. It's just a very, very distant hill. Let's have a one. Let's get that little dry, you know. That'll dry probably a little bit lighter. Let's see what it looks like. Like an hill, doesn't it? It'll be. Right, now then, so mix up a bit of there, squeeze that out into there, that's it. Right, I think now I'll mix a nice bright green. So let's have a look. That's a nice green. Bit of yellow, bit of blue, yellow and blue mix green, bit of yellow, tad more blue in there, I think. Yeah, that's perfect. Right, so now I'm come into here, into there, just treat me then to a lovely green. There we are. Lovely jubbly. Now then, into that, there's some dark greens in the background. Squeeze that out. That looks more light green in a bit. Right, like a bit of dark green. There's some hills and some bushes and stuff in there, so I'm going to pop them in. So I just need a bit of fairly dry paint and some dark green. See what this is looking like. That don't look bad if it's not too wet. So I think there's a bit of a like hedgerow looks like right across the top of this whole thing. A little bit. Friggin' hell, my hand's shaking today. Oh yeah, let's have a bit coming across there like that, and then a bit across there. Like that. I'll wet my brush, it seems a bit drier down there. That's it. That'll do me. Just soften this bit a bit. There. This bit looks a bit harsh there, so try and break it up a bit, and this bit here is spreading too far, so I'll try and break that bit up a bit, and then I think what I'm going to do, try and push it into place a little bit, and then get me hairdryer on job quick. Got my brush again. With a low heat on. Yeah, that looks nice. Before it moves around. That's twice I've got my brush today. Enough just to stop it moving around. Pick my brush up off the floor again. Right, so now this here. I'll put that clip back on in a minute. Dee. This is looking good, but I do think I'm going to need it a little bit darker than this. Right, let me pop my clip back on. Where's it gone? This paper's cockling all over the place in it. Stretch it out like that. That's better. There. There, so. Right. I might let that dry and then go back in with another layer on there. Right, so now let me get a smaller brush now. I've got to come in now with some dark colours. Just get in and around these bits for these bushes. Now this is where I'm doing my reading glasses on. And where have I put them? Oh, they're there. Let's get these reading glasses on. That's better. I can see what I'm doing now. Soften that in like that. Just need these bushes in here. Pop them right in, I think. Be right. Bit in there. Bit in there. I'll go back over them in a bit. Right, where else is the sub? So there's one in the middle area. May as well pop them in there. Going with this little brush, it's just it's ideal just to get into these little bits like this, look. And then this goes right up. This goes right up there. Keep that like that just for now. Just in here. There's a little bit there near the bottom of this door. And that's sort of, looking at it, the light is coming in this way. So I'll get a little bit in there like that. And then where the light's coming in on this one, there is a light edge to it, so I'll whack that in and all. There. On these, can I see a light edge on these? Probably not. I'll come back into them other colours in a bit. Right, so that's that. Oh, I tell you what, I'll put this grey wall in now. Let's put this grey wall in. So I need a grey colour, but I think what I might do is use this, instead of going for grey, just so it matches in, I'll use these sky colours in this wall. So I'll just pop in like this. I think I'll build this up in sections, keep popping bits in like that, and build it all up. So I'll let that dry, and then I'll build another section up. Keep doing it like that, I think. Yeah, that'll do. Right. So now I need my green fields. This is pretty green in here, I think. So nice. That's a right nice green colour. So I'll just come down here for the edge of this house here. down there, across there, across there, dee 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 dee, straight into the door, paint the whole thing in. Job's a good one. That's my green field there. Right, so that's that. I'll probably still go over another layer with that and all. Right, now then, these buildings. Same again. I think what I'm going to do, build them up in a few layers. So I think I'm going to get this purplish colour, what I've been using. Still got some in my palette. Come on, when I mix my red and blue for these bits, still got some of that. And then I think I'm going to mix in some cerulean and all. Mix the two together. See if I can build up all this brickwork. I'll do I'm going to do a lot. Same colour in roof and that, and in building. Just across everything, I think. To this cerulean, blend some of that in. Purple. Let's see, a little bit. Looks like I've got a little bit of front bit on that arse. Put a bit in there. Oh, I will want some on this chimney. There, that'll do me. I think now. Nice big dry. Yeah. Where's my dry gone? There. Right, now take this same brush, coming into a bright green now. I'm going to glaze across another layer on this one with this bright green and just let it dry. Just using this little brush just because that'll do, it's easier. There, that's that done. It's just another glaze. I'll glaze over again in a bit on that. Right, this wall. Now I want, tell you what, let's have that same colour, the cerulean blue with a bit of grey in it. Cerulean blue and a bit of grey, and that purple, which is cerulean blue and red with a bit of grey in it. Try that. Looks like. Right. I'll start this side. Alright, just let me have a quick look. Yeah, right, okay. So I'll have a glaze of this across here. You know what, I might pretty much fill this in. Just go in between the colours. Some bits is purple. Some bits I've left use the grey blue. This is a grey blue I'm into now. Cross there into there, I'll colour all this in. I'll go back into that grey purple. I'm going from grey blue to grey purple. Still just colouring everything in. I'm not really distinguishing between one thing and the other. Just colouring a whole lot in for now. That'll do. Right. So that's coming on. Right, same thing in this wall, that. Just really blue. Bit more water. Some more of the purplish blue in there. I've got my reading glasses on, I can't see. I'm back a bit further now. Let's add more of that purple colour in there, I think. Yeah, that'll do. It's nice. Right, so that's that. Right, I think I'm going to do some more greens. Some more of these greens in. Just mixing a nice green up now. So I've gone yellow, blue, bit of Bontumber, and there was some muddy green at the bottom of my palette anyway. So let's get into a bit more of that and just start building some of these up. So now that, a bit more down there into that one. Have a bit more in this one here. A bit more in these down here. See, and then just have a bit more in there. Try and go a bit fast and random. Probably help you. It's quite watery this bit now. Well, that's that. Now I'm going to glaze. A lot of glazing in this one. I'm going to glaze another green right across the bottom of there. Nice thick one. Just there like that. And there. Don't worry about them pulls. Hitting it like that there. That's alright. Just say a bit there and all. Just add to a bit of colour and make it interesting. Let's go into that. Let's just whack into that. A bit of that monkey green in there as well, just to give a bit of texture. Can I take that off? Ah, now I've done. Right, so that's that. Now then, give that a dry. Start building up some them houses properly now. Start getting this looking like grass and houses and stuff like that. It's all looking a bit blobby up a bit. I've got to start getting now. This roof, so I'm going in for a proper blackish grey colour now on this roof. So it comes in about there, comes across here, and it sort of withers out there. There's like a bit of a bits there where you can see it's tiled. A bit across there. That's good. Right, then onto a really dark bit. Let's get a thinner brush for this bit. Let's get that brush, that's it. Just help me centre a thinner brush. Right, because then under here, my reading glasses on for this little bit. Under here, there's a lovely red dark bit there. And I'm going to bring it down there and all, just so you can see that's the light under there and down there like that. See it? It's actually, I don't know why, but there's actually like streak down there and all. It don't make no sense to me why there would be, but there is on photo, so I'll bang it in. Right, there's a streak here, just underneath this line, so you can see the roof, and then just underneath it there's a streak there. And then just to represent the roof, I'm going to do a little thin line of white there. And just blend that across as like brickwork. So you can see there's a bit of light hitting that roof. That's it. I'll water that right down. Just do that as brickwork across. Into there, that's it, that's my bricks. That's my bricks in there. Yeah, that's that. Light's coming in that way. I'm just thinking now. No, that looks alright at that. That's okay. Right. I could have just done with a slight bit more sort of dab a bit in. A bit of this creamy colour in these bits here. It's a slight bit more that colour on the walls. That's it. Just dabbed a bit of that in. That's nice. And I think I'll do the same in here. Just dab a bit of this in places just on here, just to separate that wall colour from my roof colour. Right, so that's that, and then same again, a few bricky bits in with this black. There, that's done on that. So I may as well do this all round, haven't I? So there's a bit on here, a bit of that. There's going to be a bit on there and that bit, a bit down here on that bit, then into there. There we are. That's a bit on everything now. Except for my roof. What's a different colour? That's it. That's sad. Come back into my roof. Got this one. This I think is more just sort of. I'm not going to put the. It's further away, so I'll put a lot less detail into this one. There. That's it. Same here. Bit of the roof there. Right. Pop some windows in. So there's a window there. Window there. That's a really long window. That window goes all the way across there, like that. Window there, that can come across a bit more there. These are my little windows. That's a door, I think that one. That's the front door. Yeah, that goes to there, about there, doesn't it? And then that's there's a little letterbox there. That's the front door, that. Oh, I tell you what I forgot to do. There's plenty of black and stuff in there, and that's part of the building, so a tad of that creamy colour in there and all. That's it on that bit. Right. Same again, some more black in here. Build this up, start making this look more like an actual wall. Some of that creamy colour in there. Get that brickwork look. Gosh. A few more darks and stuff in there. So I might get a few low lights and highlights in there. Good. A little bit of a door there. What's the door in there? I think we go in there. we're getting there. To the line across there, and then a line down here. Be a line across there, one there. Maybe it's not there. Pretty good. Yeah, just here there'd probably be a sort of line there of some thin colour change in there. Just where that bit's lighter than that bit. What's that? It's got to be wall in. Oh yeah, no, right. I need to put this in for once and for all now. So I need to get myself a good green colour now. I think I'm going to have a fairly dark green colour, because that's definitely dark. Yeah, it's quite dark. It's a darker green than the other one. So let's just have a look at this. Now it's darker still. Get some burnt umber in there. Looks nice. That's more like it. That's it. That's a bit of thick paint in there. Leave a slight highlight on top of that wall, I think. There, I like that. Very nice. And some really, really dark across this top bit. There, that'll do me for that. Then light's coming in this way, so let's do the same again. A nice, really dark green for under this wall. I say, thinking light's coming in here, so a really nice dark bit for under there. Just keep my paint moving. That's it. Paint moving. Dee 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 dee. That's my big brush. Got to work pretty fast because I've got to keep this paint moving, you see. Some lighter colours in here. Darker colours again back in here. Just making it up. There we are. That looks like a bit of a nice dark shadow in there. Look. There. That'll do. What's that? Right. Some more of these dark colours. Build up the back of here. This one's much thicker than what it's showing. So that's about like that. There's plenty of dark in there. Same in that bottom bit there. Same in here. Highlighting edge of this, look. Plenty of dark in there. Same in bottom of there. There we are. Then I'll mix that with some lighter. Bring that across. Oh, some trees. Right. Get this little brush now. Just going to get in on here some little low lights, just in places, and some little bits of texture for bits of wall. like that. That's for little bits of wall. I think now I'll get a really small thin brush. There'll not be many highlights on here because sun's coming in opposite way, so I don't think I'll get many highlights on, but I'll just pop a couple on. Just a couple of highlights in there. Is that enough? That'll probably do it. Yeah. Yeah, that'll just shows that's a wall, doesn't it? Right, what we got now? I'll tell you what I will just do. Where's that brush? Just have this. Just want this side here slightly darker than that front bit. Right. I think now. Tell you what I think I'm going to do as well. Let's get this other brush. Don't like this bit here, so I'm going to get some black and some blue, some of that watercolour, and I'm going to blend some of that and some of that green. I'm going to blend it all in. Bits of moss growing up that wall anyway. I don't like that hard line there in that wall, so I'm going to soften all that in. So that's softening that shadow in, softening some of them greens up into that wall, bits of green mosses, some of that blue. If that comes back down into here, there'd probably be some blue rocks and stuff. So let's take them sort of things, squidge it across that way. I think that's how it'd look with me. Shadowy effects. That'll do. Let me just stand back and have a look. Yeah, that's cool. It's a long one again. Took a long time to do it. Tiny bits what I want to do. I'm nearly done there, so I do want that a bit darker because I think that's silhouetting a bit, so I'll have that a bit darker, take that eye into a few bricks and stuff. That's sound. These windows I'm going to do a bit darker, so sun's coming in this way, so I'll just do that in the corner of these windows, I think. Let's darken them up a bit there. Something like that. I'll do. Right, now I'm thinking, let's say a few sheep. Now, let me sit back. Where would I have my sheep? For I suppose, where's my focal point? Let's have my sheep as a focal point. So, I'll pop them in about, I'll show you. This will probably draw your eye into about here. Pop my sheep in about here. So something about there like that. Now one there. Now two there. I do like doing two next to each other like that. Two there. Is there any more? You know what, I'm going to leave it at that, just 3 sheep. I need loads of sheep, do I? See, it's dry. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to dry the sheep. Have a look. highlight on them now. I think there's a bit of light just coming over the top of there and just catching them probably across top there. Probably more across top now and slightly down one side because they're sort of stood in shadow of that wall anyway. So I think light's just hitting them about there like that. More. That's it. And then I've got to blur this bottom bit out. I think I'm just going to use a purple and a grey. So I've got Payne's grey and a bit of purple, and I'm just going to blend that in on bottom there. A bit coming up that side there into this bottom bit here. About like that. So it's in shadow anyway where it is. That's that. Right. Need some heads for them now. So I've got to hope they don't blob. So I think I'll have an head there. That's just one of them's head there. And then I'll have an head there. And then I'll have one about there. That's it. Sound right. Some bods. Some bods in sky. Not just any old bods. Peter and Paul out looking for worms. We're doing quite big today. Peter and Paul out looking for a few worms. Oh, this side. Bye. Or Bertie day. Oh, well. Job's a good one. There. Few sheep, bit of farmhouse. Took a long time, 42 minutes, that's far too long. I want to be going a bit quicker so I'm not taking up so much of your time. Well, there you are. That's I've just spotted one more little thing. I just want a tiny bit more shadow down that little bit there, like that, and then I'll have just a dark bit of shadow just to show that bit of roof there and all, a little bit like that. That's it, and then I'll pull that bit out there. That's too much wet in there. Take that bit out there. Look better when it's that's gone a bit, looks a bit dark now, but when that dries, that'll be the same colour as that. So I'm not bothered drying it just to show you that. Just want to light it in front of there, and then that side bit a bit darker. So like I say, when that dries, that'll be the same colour as that. It not be as dark as it is. Right. Ooh, just noticed one more thing. What I wanted to do. Right. Oh God, I'm taking so long. Right. Green, mix some green up, and some black. Payne's grey. So I've got yellow and blue for my green. Got Payne's grey, Bontumber. There's hardly any green in it, it's virtually in silhouette. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, trust there's a tree coming out there like that, like a weeping willow tree. So I'll just pop that in. There. Just a few branches of that in there. There we are, definitely done. That's it. Right, I'll see you on beach. Let me put that down a bit so I can see it. Down a bit more. There. See you on. That's steady. See you on beach. In it.